Speaking of banks, more fallout from the subprime mortgage meltdown. Now, although a number of banks have been fined billions of dollars for mis-selling mortgages in the run-up to the global financial crisis, very few individuals have been brought to book. But that is changing for the man who co-founded one of the biggest lenders in the U.S., Countrywide. Yakenda McGahey reports.
In the years leading up to the 2008 financial crisis, California-based mortgage lender Countrywide saturated the American market, reportedly financing an estimated 1 out of every 5 U.S. home mortgages. By 2007, the company, later bought by Bank of America, was on the brink of collapse, as was the U.S. housing market. Many analysts blamed Countrywide's questionable underwriting and its CEO Angelo Mozillo as the major catalyst in the country's economic crisis. Thus far, no criminal charges have been levied against any individuals.
This constitutes the largest civil settlement with a single entity.
While prosecutors have levied fines against some of the nation's top banks like Citigroup, JP Morgan, and Bank of America, so far no individuals have faced criminal charges. Media company Bloomberg reports the U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles is preparing to bring a civil suit against Mozilla and up to 10 other Countrywide employees, using an obscure 25-year-old law called FREA.
Technically means the Financial Institution Reform, Recovery, and Enforcement Act. This is part of a new cutting-edge approach to these bank fraud kinds of cases.
Former federal prosecutor and Loyola law professor Mike Emick says FREA was originally created to protect financial institutions, allowing the bank to pursue criminal charges against individuals who failed to repay bank loans. But now he says prosecutors are using it to pursue civil charges against the very institutions it was created to protect.
So they are trying to figure out whether they can accomplish the same end through a civil filing as a criminal filing. Sometimes criminal cases are just too hard, too challenging, too difficult, and this is the other, arguably easier option.
Government watchdog group Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington told CCTV, "We believe a civil suit is long overdue. The Department of Justice's failure to prosecute either Mozillo or Countrywide is unconscionable. A civil suit is a weak substitute, but certainly better than doing nothing at all." CCTV reached out to Mozillo's attorneys, although our calls were not immediately returned. But in a statement released to other news organizations, Mozillo's attorney said, "We don't comment on rumors concerning any investigation. There is no sound basis in law or fact for the government to bring a claim against Mr. Mozillo."
A lot of times people are frustrated when they see that there's a criminal investigation, no charges were brought. I think consumers would feel good about this.
Though civil cases don't end in jail time, Emick says civil and criminal fines are equivalent. He believes prosecutors would rather pursue the high-percentage civil case, hoping it ends with a victory, versus a criminal case option with a higher standard of proof that ends in defeat. Yakenda McGahey, CCTV, Los Angeles.